Did somebody say Marvel month? Yo, how's it going, my VVOGs, my Omi homies, and everybody else on YouTube? It's your bromie, the Gale, back at it again with another marvelous video. Ecomi, Ecomi, Ecomi. What can I say about Ecomi? Yo, wait a minute. Before we get into the content, DJ, give the people something to watch. First of all, shout out to the artistic genius known as Crypto Crayons for providing us with these visuals. He has a YouTube channel, so go check him out and subscribe. And yeah, in this video, we're gonna slightly touch on the topic of digital comics. I've mentioned many a times that Ecomi and the Omi token and the Veve app collectibles are one of the best investments somebody can make in the year of 2021. And as the year goes on, you're going to slowly but surely realize this if you haven't already. So yeah, I mean, look at this digital comics. Have you ever, like, can you imagine? Like, I've never even thought of that before. This is crazy. You see what's going on here. This is fan made, of course, but this very well might be something similar that we might be seeing on the Veve app soon enough. Marvel month is here and we are just getting started. We're going to read an article that talks about what's about to happen on the Veve app regarding Marvel and Veve. But yeah, mass adoption is on the way. I was going to say slowly but surely, but I don't know if it's going to be so slow anymore. You got the official Marvel page tweeting out the Spiderman drop tomorrow. You got the official Spiderman page with 1.1 million followers, tweeting out the Spider-Man drop. So we're getting tons of exposure, and we are just like 7 days into Marvel month. This is the very first drop. We have so much more to come. It's about to get crazy. So yeah, man, without further ado, let's breeze into it. So we're going to be reading an article from comicbook.com, released a few days ago. Marvel reveals first Spider-Man NFTs. Marvel has revealed first official Spider-Man NFT non-fungible token, which will be released this month. Veve Digital Collectibles app is the venture that Marvel has partnered Orbis Blockchain Technologies Limited to launch, basically giving the Marvel brand a new lane in the lucrative digital and or cryptocurrency markets. NFTs are one of the fastest growing commodities on the digital market, giving collectors vouchers for rare digital collectible items like the original images that became famous memes, or high-value digital pieces of pop culture, music, and or sports memorabilia. Now, comic book superhero memorabilia will officially be part of that evolving market. Spider-Man is one of the most legendary superheroes in the Marvel Universe, so there was no better way to kick off our global digital collectibles experience with Veve, said Dan Buckley, president of Marvel Entertainment. We can't wait to bring the Marvel fans and collectors even more exciting drops throughout August and beyond. It's very exciting to see our collaboration with Marvel finally come to fruition, said David Yu, co-founder and CEO of Veve. We cannot wait to offer fans unique ways to collect their favorite Marvel superheroes and memorabilia in digital form. Marvel has been a great partner, and we look forward to celebrating the Marvel month with fans around the world on the Veve app. You can get a first look and full details of Marvel's new Spider-Man NFTs in the larger Veve digital collectible service from the official press release below. So they cover the Spider-Man drop, but I made a video like a few hours ago. You can check that out if you want the full details and my strategy on that. So we will continue to the bottom of the article. So they go on to say that the Spider-Man series drop is the first of many digital statues, digital comic books, and other digital collectibles in Veve's Marvel Month initiative. Fans can celebrate and look forward to collecting new Marvel digital products in August, including Marvel Comics. Number 1. The first Marvel comic book released in 1939, fans will have the opportunity to collect 5 different variant versions of this highly sought-after issue. Each version will have a different cover and a different level of rarity, and offered in a blind box format for $7, essentially. Mighty Marvels, a new exclusive line of Super D figures making their debut on the Veve app. The first collectibles will be a Captain America series and feature Steve Rogers, Sam Wilson, Bucky Barnes, John F. Walker, and the Red Skull. Each digital figure will have a different level of rarity and will also be sold in a blind box format for $13. Yo, what up? It's me again. So, let's talk about digital comics for a second. That's going to be really interesting. That's going to bring a lot of people to the app. It's going to bring a lot of Marvel fans to the app and a lot of comic people to the app. Digital comics is an awesome concept. I am very curious to see how this is going to look. But what's even more cool about it is that it's going to be done in a blind box format. If you're not familiar with blind boxes, it's kind of like what Forrest Gump says, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. It's basically going to be like, let's say each blind box has about 5 comics in it, and those comics can range from common to like ultra rare. But odds are you're going to get a common. Let's say it's like a 50% chance that you get a common, a 10% chance that you get a rare, something like that. So the fact that they are affordable is going to be really cool. So I think they're supposed to be $7, right? So that means everybody can pretty much afford a blind box. Now that $7 can net you, over $1,000. Let's say you get an ultra or a secret rare from a $7 blind box. That's great. That's a great profit. That's a great percentage gain. So it's basically going to give everybody the same chance to get a super cool comic, and there's going to be different comic covers variants. So you might get basically that's basically what I just said. Each comic cover is going to be like a different rarity. So that's really cool. I think now is a good time to start brushing up on our comic knowledge. Start watching some YouTube videos, and stuff like that. You want to know. You want to have a little bit of knowledge before we get into the comics. You don't want to wait until they start dropping comics and then you don't have any idea what's going on. So try to get ahead of the curve. This is the comic way. He should be thriving right now. If you hear me, this is your time to shine. Comics are really cool. I was never really into comics growing up, but I can see myself totally being a comic guy because it's right up my alley. It's all digital. Like if I can just read it from my phone and I can collect it and it can actually be an investment and go up in value over time, like that's right up my alley. So I will become a comic person overnight if Veve does this right, and if they looking all crisp and digital like you've seen in the intro to this video. If it's anything like that or even cooler, the Gale is going to be a comic guy. So that's going to be interesting to see. Now let's talk about the Super D figures. So this is another awesome and bullish piece of news that Veve is going to have a Marvel exclusive item, meaning only Veve, you can only get this item from Veve. They're going to have Super D figures. Now I didn't know what this was before I made the video, but basically they're just like miniature, I think they're like miniature pieces of, miniature figures of a character. So the first series they're going to release is the Captain American series, which will feature Captain America, both of them, both of them, the black one and the white one, basically. I don't know how else to explain it. And then they're going to have the Red Skull from the older days. It's going to be really awesome. And this one is also going to be in blind box format. So you don't know what you're purchasing when you buy it. You're going to buy a box and they might contain 3 to 5 or more characters. And you might get lucky and might get an ultra rare, or you might have a blind box full of commons. I don't know if you're going to be able to get duplicates. So let's say you get 2 Captain Americans in the same one. I don't know, maybe, possibly. But anyway, it's going to be cool to see how they roll that out and how they execute. Veve is very bullish right now. And this is just Marvel. We're just getting started here. They haven't even talked about Pokemon, which we think is coming, which we know is coming. Maybe not even this year, but all of this, I believe, is like a test run for Pokemon. Pokemon is the Goliath. It is the one. But let's not talk about that yet. I'm just thinking big picture. Once they get all these blind boxes figured out and everything goes smoothly, then they're going to roll out Pokemon, and then it's going to be game over. So you want to get your piece of the pie while we're just getting started. It's still early. It is so early, I can't believe it. And we have Marvel. It's so early, and we got Marvel releases already. Not financial advice. I'm just saying, I think I see where this is going, and I'm very excited. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Marvel exclusives. That's huge. That means Marvel trusts Veve, as you've seen in the article. It's going to be a beautiful partnership. We already have DC. We basically have the comic. We basically had a superhero game on lock. Veve, that is, Ecomi. And then we got hundreds of other brands that haven't even been released. Like a few that we know of and hundreds of others that we don't. So I guess I said all that I can say right now. It's just a very exciting time, and I'm glad to be here. And if you're new, I would start doing your research ASAP. Like I got a channel full of videos. You can start from the beginning and work your way up, or you can do your own research, watch other YouTubers, whatever you got to do to be informed. Please don't miss out on this opportunity. It's a big one. So with that being said, all right. So that's the video, my friends. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video and or learned something new, feel free to leave a like for your bromie to help me with the YouTube jazz. And yeah, feel free to share this video with anybody that you think needs to see it. So yeah, a very bullish month ahead for Marvel. For Marvel too, for Veve and Ecomi and its investors. I'm excited to be here. I'm glad that I found out about it when I did, way back in March. Back in the day, right? Way back in March, 4 months ago. This NFT space is moving very fast, exponential growth, and the earlier you can understand what it is and participate, the better for you. And with that being said, I'm not a financial advisor. I am no expert. I did not go to college for cryptos. I do not have a degrees in NFTs. So take everything that I say with a grain of salt, if you would. And once again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video, which will probably be my drop results video, and hopefully I get to show you how I got my secret rare and all that. So it's going to be an interesting Saturday morning, and I wish you guys luck, whoever is participating. And with that said, peace out and hodl. Later.